Oh man. Also this morning, we're taking a moment to recognize people in our community who are making an impact, not just by doing good, but multiplying good.
Yeah, that's the name of the national organization that puts on the Jefferson Awards every year. WQAD is one of their media partners, and every year we recognize great people from our area. This morning, John Diaz introduces us to two women in Bettendorf who are helping women who have fallen on hard times.
The Jefferson Awards is sponsored by Genesis, Tyson Foods, and the Good Feet Store.
It started as a desire to do good.
I think I said to her something like, gosh, I just feel like I want to do something.
Like an urge to do something else meaningful in the community.
So back in 2015, Monica Burchett and Carly Driscoll got to work.
We would meet and talk about it and email and talk and pray.
The question they had was how, each reflecting on past experiences.
If I know what this is like to go through a hardship, I don't want someone else to have to go through that.
They say they discovered a gap here in the Quad Cities involving support for people who fall on hard times but may not qualify for most forms of assistance.
Let's say you have a crisis come up in your life, but you don't have a bank account full of money to pay for being off work for 6 weeks.
Together, they started a nonprofit called Project 1512.
Project 1512 comes from the Gospel of John 15:12, to love one another as I have loved you.
Now, for 6 years, the organization has been demonstrating that love.
What was going on at the time was my husband had an emergency back surgery.
Our 8-year-old got sick, and she was in Iowa City, University of Iowa Hospital.
He had to take off over 8 weeks of work, and we didn't have a lot of savings.
I was a stay-at-home mom, so we were just living off of that one income.
The impact beyond finances and beyond words.
They covered about a third of our medical bills, so that was very significant to us and still is.
They helped me and our family to pay our rent for the month. They helped us with our electricity bill. They sent food cards and gas cards.
Over the years, they've helped dozens upon dozens with $250,000 of assistance.
People are so amazed that they found help from a stranger.
This growing wall of thank you cards, a testament and a reminder.
I just think of what a gift you're doing, by receiving help from someone because someone wants to give it to you.
Carly, who now heads the organization, continues a yearly tradition, just last month delivering Valentine's Day surprises to those who need a little extra love, all with the help of her daughter and a community standing behind her.
A community of people that are looking out for people that need help.
And looking to multiply the good. In Davenport, John Diaz, WQAD News 8.
And Carly and Monica have been helping people since 2015. They've now been able to help so many families within the Quad City area.
They say the organization is now supported by dozens of volunteers who offer prayers, event support, and financial banking.
And I do want to say, before we go to the teas, so they, of course, being a nonprofit, they do rely on those donations. They have an event coming up that I remember because I was at one of their events a couple months ago. They have the author Jenna Hatmaker coming to the Quad Cities and going to be doing an event with Project 1512 that's going to be happening April 14th. That's a Friday from 7 to 9:30 at St. Paul's Lutheran Church on Brady Street in Davenport, and they do have tickets available on Eventbrite, that website there. So definitely something to check out.
Yeah.